following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
It's still real to me, damn it!
This is the Gargoyle of the Front Row Fanatics, and you're watching my two good friends on Top Rope Reality.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to part 3 of episode 150 of Top Rope Reality. I'm Mike Hogan.
And I am just a cat.
And let's talk about making the move. Who gained, lost, and stayed the same.
Too many of them have stayed the same.
Too many definitely have stayed the same.
We're going to start with number 1. Mr. Jason Jordan.
Yes.
He has gained.
Oh, yeah. He's a two-time.
Two-time. One-time SmackDown. One-time Raw.
One-time NXT.
And one-time NXT. Look at you, boy. But, unfortunately, I think he's a tag team wrestler. He's like Rockabilly at this point.
That's Kurt Angle's son you're talking about.
You know what? That has gone over like a turd in a punch ball, my friend.
Chad Gable would have been the better choice.
Of course. They love Chad Gable. He's really willing against Gable.
They've stuck him now with old Jason Jordan and Sean Benjamin.
Oh, Jason Jordan. That's pretty funny.
Well, that's what the Usos said.
That's funny. They called him old Jason Jordan.
They called him old Jason Jordan.
That's good.
They did. I said, how can you not crack a smile? You have to be straight-faced not to crack a smile on that. Hey, look, it's the American Alphas. Chad Gable and old Jason Jordan.
That's hilarious. Do they even have a team name? It's just Gable and Benjamin.
It's just Gable and Benjamin. Yeah.
That's sad. But
well, they say they dress the same and have the same music. That's what matters. This one person comes out, and then the next person you say, oh, yeah, great. Okay, like they do with the freaking Seth and Jason Jordan now.
Yep. They come out separate.
So Dean just sits home, gets no letters, and gets mad at Seth and attacks him. And he gets
ooh, we have a heel return.
You get a new partner. You don't think about me as I'm at home recuperating. Yeah.
And I mean, what we see here is...
Yourself. Go ahead. 9 months, though.
He does right. So he's done... Well, he can have a baby if he wanted to.
No, because I mean, Renee would have to leave. If he has a baby, Vince will cash that in. We'll have that live at WrestleMania.
Medical technology. And it won't be a hand popping out of there.
No, it won't be a hand.
But yeah, medical technology. You just never know nowadays. But anyway, Jason Jordan. We can already see the writing on the wall. He's eventually going to turn on Kurt because Kurt doesn't give him what he wants, and then you're going to have Kurt Angle versus Jason Jordan one day.
Yeah, one day. Better hurry up soon.
One day.
Maybe this year.
I mean, they're already. It may not be WrestleMania because now he's in this tag team thing, and maybe SummerSlam.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I mean, he whines a lot. We already know that.
Oh yes. Whenever he doesn't win, he always
like a little child, of
and
course.
keeps going back to his daddy. They make you bring up about you going to your daddy.
Exactly, and eventually that's going to irritate the piss out of him to where he eventually ends up turning on his daddy.
Yeah.
And you get a match there. So I think he has gained a lot, but yeah. I don't think the push has gone the way they wanted it to go.
No.
So they're kind of going in a different direction. I wonder who else could learn from that.
Yes. Number 2, we have JoJo.
JoJo. She went from being an NXT announcer to, I believe, SmackDown announcer. Now she's the Raw announcer. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it's good for her. Yeah, I mean, because it's the A show.
Yeah, she's on the A show.
With her man, Bray Wyatt.
I wasn't going to say anything.
What? You weren't going to say nothing? I'll say it.
I wasn't going to say nothing about her being on the show with her man, Bray Wyatt.
University of Troy alumni. Anyway. Alabama reference, if y'all people didn't know. Who did beat a major team, by the way. Anyway, you know more about football than I do. Yes. But Troy shouldn't have won that match. So, anywho. But yeah, so JoJo, I mean, I guess it's helped. I mean, she could just be stuck down in NXT, so clearly she gained from it. I mean, there's not really more you can do. She's just an announcer.
Yes.
With a giant booty.
Yeah. Yeah. I saw a list where she was on the list for the Royal Rumble. No, do not do that.
You don't. Don't do that.
No, that's... I'd rather have...
Don't put Lillian Garcia in there.
I'd rather have old Fogey come back than...
I'd rather put Sonny in there than put JoJo.
Yeah, that's true. Up next is Kalisto. Kalisto's this.
He is. He's up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Up and down.
Like, hey, we're Lucha Dragons. We're going to break you up. Okay, we're down here. And then we're going to be Cruiserweight Champion, and then you're going to lose. You'll be down here. And you get hit the face in the bottle, and you're down here.
He did get hit in the face with a bottle. Ooh, did he get hit in the face with a bottle?
That thing hit the mat and bounced around his jaw. That was terrible.
He was just trying to sell. He really had to sell that one because that really did hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm talking about he had a bunch of stitches. His wife was not happy.
I don't know. I wouldn't be happy either. People should be throwing bottles from
And I hope they figured out who did it. I heard that there's people around that guy gave it away as who it was. Because he should be banned from ever coming into arena.
Now, see, on 205 Live, they were showing Kalisto on the ground, and then you saw something come in the picture. They switched.
Cut real fast.
They switched to the people, but when they switched to the people out here in the aisles, the wrestlers, you saw a referee go that way, toward where Kalisto was.
Probably just trying to figure out who did it.
Yeah. I stayed on. I said, "Did somebody just do something?" And then they come out later that week. They did. Somebody threw something.
I mean, he got hit hard.
But Kalisto, 205 Live's best place for him, right?
It is, because before 205 Live, he wasn't even on Raw most times after he got put in the trash can by Braun Strowman.
Yeah, that's true. Now, they talking if Rey Mysterio must have another run. Either hook up with Rey or...
I say make them a tag team and then let them face each other because he is supposed to be the new Rey Mysterio.
And let him pass the torch to him.
Exactly.
That'd be a nice little rub for Kalisto, for Rey to...
Even though we're supposed to have that with Sin Cara and Rey Mysterio, and we're supposed to have the most mask in an arena at one time for the Guinness Book of World Records.
That went nowhere.
Nowhere, because Rey left. So I could see Rey coming back one day.
Yeah, I can.
Finishing out his career.
He could be a surprise in the
Ooh. Not Kenny Omega, though.
No.
Number 4, Maurice. I mean, she's just a manager now, which is fine. Totally works for her. I mean, her husband wants to travel with her, which I can't blame him. And he's got enough stroke he can do that.
Yeah. Yeah, Maurice is like...
she stayed the same. I mean, she was a decorated Divas champion. She was a great character. She really was. And now she could be a character and never take any bumps. That's the greatest thing.
That's true. Nia Jax.
Yeah.
She's up and down, up and down. You think, okay, they're finally going to push the button, and then somebody who beats her who shouldn't be beat her.
No. If JoJo wrestled, they let JoJo beat her.
Here's the time for her to get the win, and she gets pinned.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. If JoJo was wrestling, they'd let her beat Nia Jax.
So maybe, I mean, this is the best thing for her to be hanging out with Enzo, doing the little girlfriend-boy thing.
Right.
Girlfriend thing. So.
Up next, we have Naomi, who's done nothing but gained.
Yeah.
After she got rid of the whole Funkasaurus thing. The Funkadactyls.
Yeah, she definitely has.
Once she did that, then she did nothing but get better, and now you could feel the glow.
You can. Yeah. Natalia.
She's always been up and down. Up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Up and down.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if she retired within the next couple of years, if not this year.
Right.
So, I mean, she's done everything. She's done everything she can do.
She'd be a great trainer down in NXT.
Yeah.
She's really good at that kind of stuff. So that would totally work. Up next, Nikki Bella.
She was going because of John Cena, I think, because of more having the stroke with John Cena.
Of course.
But since the injury, she has been down.
Yes. So. But she could be a surprise in the Women's Royal Rumble.
She could be.
Along with her sister.
Yeah.
Because her sister is a much more liable option because she's already had the baby, she's in shape again, and all that kind of stuff. She's been working out. Whereas Nikki...
Working out with Daniel.
But with Nikki, of course, it was a neck injury, so that's always up in the air.
Yeah.
Just like with the Daniel thing. So Brie didn't have any injuries like that, so she could more easily be in the Royal Rumble than Nikki could.
Yeah.
Up next is Primo Cologne, who, my gosh, Primo and Epico, if they haven't lost more than anything else.
Yeah,
Lord, they can't figure out what to do.
They do one notch a little bit up and then go 5 notches down and stay down there. You don't.
But I'm telling you, For a team that is never on television, they have had longevity in that company. I think they've been in there for like 10 years and hadn't done nothing.
That's true.
The best thing they had was the midget thing. When they had the midget, what's his name?
Toro.
El Torito!
Yes.
That's his name. I got excited because I remembered.
That's good. That's funny. You're right. They were up then, but after that went away, and
They had to cover their faces up just to get a push.
and they come back, and we thought, okay, they're on SmackDown Live. They're gonna the land opportunity. Here we go, and
one
we
got
got hurt and then disappeared.
Yeah.
So we're not even use the other one. We're not even gonna give you a singles push.
No.
And the last on the list is Rusev.
Happy Rusev Day!
Always Rusev Day.
That's why I'm excited to go to SmackDown Live.
But
We'll get to talk about that on the next episode.
that's true.
You have a show, and the day after I have a show.
You have a live show, I have a house show, so we're getting best of both worlds.
Best of both worlds, exactly.
But yeah,
You'll get
Rusev.
all the faces winning, and then I'll get actually a TV product.
Yeah, that's true.
Where every match ends in a DQ!
But we have the land opportunity.
That's right. I'm excited to be able to do the yes thing.
You'll see. You'll get to see.
Because I don't think when I've been to a SmackDown before when it was taped.
Uh-huh.
When it used to be taped on Tuesdays Night Live. And I think Daniel was on Raw then, so we didn't do the whole yes thing. So I get to do the yes!
Well, they're trying to make him heel. You don't know that?
I'll say no then. No. Either way.
But Rusev.
Should I wear the AJ Styles shirt from Ring of Honor? Should I wear the new AJ Styles shirt? Should I wear the Kevin Owens shirt? I'm thinking about Kevin Owens.
Well, I haven't decided either.
You haven't decided? You might wear the Bobby Roode.
I got several I can pick from.
That's true. You got to wear a SmackDown shirt though.
Oh yeah,
You
I
have to
got
wear a
several.
SmackDown shirt.
But Rusev, I think with Aiden English is helping him, and people love him.
That definitely has helped, but they need to actually push him like a face though, because he's
If
a face.
If
He's a
they
face.
were to win the tag team titles, people will not be upset about it.
No.
Like where Breezango and that went over.
Oh, with Breezango would have won the belts. The crowd would have literally the roof would have came off the building.
Now we're going to talk about the Royal Rumble coming up in
3 weeks.
3 weeks, is it?
As of when we're filming this, I
Yes.
think it's 3 weeks from now. Yes.
So far we have the men's Royal Rumble match.
We do have that. We have some people that have already said they're going to be in it.
Yep. We have the women's already Royal Rumble match.
And we have a few of those that are going to. I'm telling you, every Raw and SmackDown women got to be in it unless it's like a Dana Brooke situation and she's not wrestling right now.
We have the AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn 2-on-1 handicap match for the WWE title, which was made this past Tuesday.
But they need to clarify this. Maybe they'll clarify it while I'm at the show. If Kevin Owens pins AJ Styles, he's the champion.
They got to tag it out.
They're tagging it out, but what I'm saying is, if
no,
I was
no. If they got to tag it out. So
I know.
if Kevin pins AJ, Kevin's champion.
Exactly. So if I'm Sammy, I want the pin.
Exactly. So that's called because Sami's gonna break up a pin and Kevin's
Of
gonna make it,
course.
and Kevin's gonna break up a pin. So
There's going to be a rift.
There is gonna, and that's when AJ can keep the title.
Exactly.
And then then we have to be determined for the tournament finals of this vacant United States title.
Where are we at, by the way, in that? You've been watching the show. I know Xavier Woods beat Aiden English.
Yes, and he'll take on Jinder.
Okay, and Jinder
Bobby
beat...
No, who did Jinder beat?
Who did Jinder beat?
Ty Dillinger.
Ty Dillinger, who can't get a push to save his
Who
life
was trying to
now.
heal the house shows, they said.
I know, I don't like it. You're about to see that, ain't you?
Nah, people won't be there.
He won't be there. He better be there.
That'd be nice if he was there, but he won't be there.
I mean, here's the thing. You take something like the yes thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's the 10, 10, 10, 10, all that. Okay, something that the crowd loves. Oh, well, we don't know what to do with him, so turn him heel so nobody can say 10.
And the last 3 or 4 weeks, they've been doing the fashion files online on Facebook, not online, not on SmackDown Live.
Wow.
They just would cut in and show you what happened on the thing and give you little snippets to lead you to what's happening tonight. Yeah,
So sad. So Ty Dillinger lost to Jinder Mahal.
Mm-hmm.
Xavier Woods beat
Aiden
English.
Yes. Bobby Roode beat Baron Corbin.
Beat Baron Corbin. Okay.
And whoever wins between Mojo and Zach will face Roode.
Mojo!
Because they seem to go the faces versus heels here.
So it'll be Xavier versus Jinder this week?
No, we got to do Mojo and
Mojo in there. Okay.
Yes.
So they got time to space all this out because
Yes.
3 weeks. So I'll get Mojo versus...
Yes, you'll get
Zack
Mojo
Ryder.
and Mojo and Zach. Yes.
It's not exciting. It just ruined my day. Anyway, so it'll be Mojo versus Bobby Roode.
Yes.
and Jinder versus
Xavier Woods.
I'm going to call it now.
Don't call it.
I'm going to call it now. Royal Rumble, live on the WWE Network for only $9.99.
That is.
Bobby Roode, the glorious one, will take on Jinder Mahal,
When I saw
the Modern Maharaja.
When I saw the matchups, I saw that going a mile away. And then at WrestleMania or Fastlane,
What you got?
we're going to get a ladder match because the new champion, Bobby Roode, will be in dispute with the champion Dolph Ziggler.
Who
'Cause
just set the belt down.
he never got beat for the title.
And he technically could say, I never relinquished the belt, I just set it down.
You thought that I did.
He could be like, it was a little heavy, so I set it down. No big deal.
They said they're leading back to the Shawn Michaels Razor thing.
I figured
Two
that's what
belts.
they were doing.
And I mean, they could push it to WrestleMania. But I think it'll
They
be fast.
should.
Unless if we don't hear nothing from Dolph till Fastlane, when Dolph defends the title against Jinder, probably.
You mean when Bobby defends
Bobby
the title,
defends the title against Jinder, then Dolph should show back up, and then we can leave.
and
it.
he'll have a belt with him.
He'll have his United States title.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it works.
It does
I
work.
have no problem with
Bobby
it.
Roode versus Dolph Ziggler at WrestleMania.
When he beats Dolph, then he can be the true United States champion.
Exactly.
WrestleMania. So
And then Dolph Ziggler goes home. Yes.
yes.
Goes
we
to
also
New
have-
Japan to be the new leader of the Bullet Club.
Yes, I know. But like I said, the men, the women's, and then the final is Universal Triple Threat: Brock versus Braun and Kane.
So 1 Raw match and 2 SmackDown matches. Technically right now.
What'd you say?
Not looking at
one
the
Raw.
Royal Rumbles. 1 Raw
I know.
and 2 SmackDown, which
I
is
know.
very odd.
It is.
You know they're going to have to get another Raw in there.
And the bad thing about it is, I don't want anybody who's wrestling in these singles
To
matches
be in the Royal
to be in
Rumble.
the Royal Rumble. I don't want that, but they do that all the time.
They do it all the time. But yeah, Bobby Roode and Mahal should not be in the Royal Rumble.
And neither should AJ if he loses, or Kevin Owens, or Sami Zayn. I'm sorry, you had your title shot.
Right.
So, well, let's go. I don't know. I think
Woo.
Braun may be back in it though. Because I know Kane's taking the pin from Brock.
Of course.
Yeah, so. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Been a while since we did this.
It has been quite a while.
A year feels like a year.
He's just a funny guy.
We're gonna do the 15
Should be
bowl.
a comedian.
Yeah, no, it should be. 15 Bowl 2018 WWE Predictions. And we'll give our thumbs up or thumbs down if we think these will come true in the year 2018. Number 1, Braun Strowman will go to SmackDown Live after WrestleMania 34. No, he will not.
I like the idea though.
I understand it, but I don't see him going to Wrestle after. I don't see him going to SmackDown after.
I'm
that.
thumbs up for the idea. It doesn't mean it's going to happen though.
That's why I'm doing the thumbs for if I believe it happened or not.
I hear you. I mean, I think it would be a good idea. It'd be fresh. Something fresh for him to do.
Oh yeah, definitely fresh. And they do the shake up.
They got to shake it up.
I gotta shake it up after WrestleMania.
Can't have but one draft this whole time. You got the other ones are called shake-ups. So stupid. Number 2, WWE introduces a women's tag team titles. They technically have enough women to do it, but I don't think they would do it correctly. I don't think that they would keep up with it. Just like how they've ruined 205 Live, I don't think they would.
How do they do it?
They wouldn't execute it correctly.
How do they do it?
Well, you already technically have teams in the Absolution. You have teams in
Do you have enough women to have 2 sets of title belts?
Oh no!
See, okay, then there you go. I don't see it happening.
No, you'd have to have the tag team titles one set for both shows, and they're not going to.
Yeah,
do
that's
that.
hard to do that. Yes, I know. So,
They ain't gonna do that.
Nope.
It's not a good idea. I mean, I could see them talking about doing that, but I don't think it would be executed very well.
No.
Number
They'd
3.
be better off doing a women's intercontinental title or something like that. Something different. Has there ever been a women's intercontinental in the United States?
That's true.
There's always been United States tag team titles.
That's true. They've done that.
So,
Number 3.
number 3, The Miz gets a world title run. Not in 18, does not.
It wouldn't bother me though.
No, it wouldn't. As much as he's done, it wouldn't hurt me for Miz to be world champion. I mean, the winner.
So I say thumbs up for the idea, thumbs down for the execution. I don't think it's going to happen.
No.
But I think he's in a great spot in the company, though. He's looked at as one of the veterans now.
Yeah.
You know, finally respected and stuff like that. I mean, And by gosh, when you think of Intercontinental title, nowadays you do think of The Miz.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good thing.
Because you figure, I don't see The Miz taking off Roman. We see Roman taking the title.
From Brock.
Yes. Now, if he goes to SmackDown,
The Miz has a better chance of
yes, The Miz has a better
absolutely.
chance of being a World WWE Champion on SmackDown.
1,000%.
But if he stays on Raw,
No.
no. Because it looks like it's going to be Roman and Braun will be the next two title holders after Braun.
Mm-hmm.
That's the two I see, unless something happens to them injury-wise.
And that's why it would make sense for Braun to go to SmackDown.
Yes.
Like the other prediction. Braun needs to get the belt
But
off
if he goes to SmackDown, at least he'll be champion.
That's true too. But The Miz going to Raw, going to SmackDown, I could see that. In a shake-up, The Miz getting a world title run, absolutely.
Yes.
On SmackDown.
Yeah.
Up next,
Raw, no. SmackDown, yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
number 4, John Cena becomes a Grand Slam champion. I can see it happen.
He takes the belt off Roman.
The Intercontinental title, yeah.
Yes, that's the only one he's missing.
Yep.
He gets his win back, and he gets to be the Grand Slam champion. So
And then he could do Intercontinental title open challenge.
he could, yep. And that worked. I mean, it works. See, Roman would be Universal. He'll defend his title against John. John will take the Intercontinental title off of him because that's the one he'll put up for grabs. And you fit all these puzzle pieces together.
Right.
Roman's still your main guy, but he ain't Intercontinental champion.
Of course.
I can see that SummerSlam.
Oh, absolutely.
No.
No.
It'd be one of the lower ends for him to defend the title twice. SummerSlam was too big to defend both titles twice.
Mm.
Take up 2 spaces with Roman? Hell no.
They would love it, though.
Vince would love it.
Exactly. Number 5
It's already happened.
is already happened.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. Balor Club finally forming, and the first Raw of 2018 on January the 1st.
Yes, that is true.
It happened. They had a 6-man against Elias and
the Miz
Taraj, which was an odd pairing, but okay. I don't understand why they came together.
Because Miz was out.
Well, I mean, I get that part, but I was like, why?
He's been hanging around him since Miz is gone.
Really?
Yeah. They've been helping him on his concerts. They've been
Lord,
saying
it be. But yeah, so Balor Club looks like it's fine. I mean, so and the way it looked was Finn was still a face, obviously. So that means that finally that Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows will be a face tag team.
Would help.
It would help. It'd be something different for them. And I mean, even Finn fed into it.
You got the
Revival
back, yes. For how long, I don't know.
Right, until they get injured again. But he fed into their line and everything, which is pretty funny. Because in the interview, he fed into the two of them looking at Kurt Angle going, nerd!
Yes.
So, and I mean, and they have it on their tights, the nerdometer. I mean, people love that kind of stuff, so it's a good way for them to become faces.
And I have no problem with it.
No, it gives something for Finn to do.
But this week, they'll be broke up. You're like, what?
Right. It gives something for Finn to do, and that's another one I was actually thinking about when you're talking about the Miz thing. Mm-hmm. That's another one that if you want Finn Balor to become world champion again since he never lost the Universal title, send him to SmackDown. Finn could get the belt off of anybody on SmackDown. He's never going to get the belt on Raw with the direction they're going.
No, he's not.
So he's just going to kind of stay down there.
We have Lashley versus Lesnar happens in the WWE. Well, the way they keep talking,
It wouldn't bother me.
I can see it happening. If the puzzle piece falls in, he comes back.
If TNA don't want to pay.
They don't want to pay.
Which, speaking of, James Storm's final appearance happened this Thursday on Impact. And he did his final walkthrough at the end of the night. He walked through and hugged everybody in the backstage area and called his wife and kids and said, Daddy's coming home!
But I gotta make a stop in Orlando.
Right. Yes. So, of course, that was filmed like 6 months ago. But he couldn't leave or announce that he was signing with anybody else until that aired. So now he is free to do what he wants, and would not bother me at all if he was in the audience for Takeover before Royal Rumble.
Yes,
Would not bother me at all. Up next, my girls. At least one of them. The Bella Twins, not them, taking on the iconic duo of Billy Kay and Peyton Royce.
It all falls back on Nikki's
neck. Exactly. Absolutely. Absolutely.
But it could happen.
Oh, absolutely, it could. And I could see that being a big time match. I mean, I could see that being a SummerSlam or a WrestleMania match right there.
Yeah.
So, because Brie said if it makes sense, she would love to come back to do certain things. I don't think she'll be a full-time roster member ever again.
She doesn't need to be.
But the Women's Royal Rumble, this kind of thing.
Especially if her husband leaving in November, October.
Right. Which I don't think they're not gonna end on bad terms. I don't think. He feels like he's not done yet. So let him go and.
Yeah, hopefully nothing bad happens.
Exactly. If it does, Vince could say, "Well, I told you so."
I try to keep him safe. Yeah, no one can come back to Vince on this.
No, oh, absolutely. I mean, their hands are tied, and they have said, "Hey, we can't do it."
The doctors do not release you. You can't do it. If they release him, fine.
Right.
So, up next, Neville returns to WWE and joins the SmackDown roster.
I've heard this rumor recently.
Well, Royal could be a time.
I mean, it's just very odd how he just up and left, and they're like, "But he's still negotiating." Like, wait, what?
Maybe they're giving it after WrestleMania, so we're going to let you have time off WrestleMania, and we'll start after that. Because I've heard nothing about his release. Other people are saying future endeavors, and nothing for him.
He doesn't post about being gone. There's no him showing up at other events. Nothing.
So
very odd stuff going on here. But I'd be fine with it.
Oh yeah, I would too. If that's what he wants, that gets the cruiserweight thing off his shoulders.
Right.
That's fine by me. And he's another one who could be WWE champion.
Right. But I loved his whole King of the Cruiserweights. I loved that.
Yeah. Then he could be king of the WWE.
Ooh. Number 9, Kane, Big Show, and The Undertaker will all officially retire in 2018.
Yes.
I mean, you might as well.
Yes.
I mean, daggone, Mark Henry done did it. Y'all might as well. Mm-hmm. So, as he said, Father Time waits on nobody.
That's right. So you're talking about the real time he did, not the fake time when he did an attack John
No,
Cena.
not with the pink jacket. Not with the pink jacket on. I don't know why he wore a pink jacket, but he did.
He will lose a big name superstar.
Right. I mean, that could fall underneath that.
That does.
Daniel Bryan.
It does. Yep.
I mean, that was such a vague thing they put on there. That could be anybody.
They're just going off Cody, I guess, because that's something about because he's about the biggest name right now, the way he looks. If he would have failed, then he wouldn't have been a big name. But he went out and he succeeded.
First year was
2000. They count Jericho. Jericho comes and goes. Jericho do all this with King Omega on Japan. After WrestleMania, come right back and SummerSlam a match. So
2017, Cody Rhodes had his biggest year financially in wrestling. Yes. After being in WWE for 10 years, he did 2017. He had a first ever 7-figure year.
Yeah.
So you're telling me he never made $1 million freaking dollars in WWE? That's sad.
That is sad.
Sad.
But if he comes back, he will.
Oh boy. Big time, big time, big time. Number 11, Daniel Bryan wrestles again for the WWE. I'm going to say be huge, but I'm going to say it's not going to happen.
I don't think it'll happen either.
Not going to happen, buddy.
Unless they're trolling us.
Right.
WWE have a 5-star match.
It don't happen very often.
It does happen very often. There may have been one that I thought was 5-star that other people don't.
Do we consider some of the NXT stuff 5-star? Because I thought Aleister Black and Velveteen Dream was 5-star.
Maybe. No, probably not. They're probably thinking
just the main roster?
Yeah, just the main roster.
Well, good luck with that, buddy.
That's hard to get.
It is.
It was AJ.
It is.
But could happen at WrestleMania if they get Nakamura and AJ, if they let them go.
Right. Up next, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I don't like that one.
Asuka's undefeated streak will end, and I say it will not happen.
You don't think it's going to end?
Nope, not yet.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
You think it's going to go all through 18 and not end?
Yeah. Because I think Triple H is actually keeping his hand in this one a lot. Because for what I was reading, the rumors were...
Well, she don't win the Royal Rumble, it's a loss.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. She's winning the freaking Royal Rumble. Are you focus in?
So that's what SmackDown with the men's, Raw women.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
It does.
So, Asuka had what 500 and something days
520 something or 30 something, yeah.
with the NXT Women's Championship,
Yes,
right?
up to the day she gave
Okay.
up, yes.
She surpassed what's his name Goldberg's undefeated streak, by the way, with matches.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Talk me into it, because right now I feel that's a long time to go.
So she's already got the longest streak there is.
Because we're looking at 52 weeks. Because you never know, house shows don't count. But 52 more matches.
And sometimes, what if she doesn't
No,
wrestle?
more. That's more than 52 sometimes. I'm just going week.
And sometimes she doesn't wrestle on Raw. What if sometimes she doesn't wrestle?
Last time she has been.
I mean, most of the time, probably so. But here's the thing. So, she wins the Women's Royal Rumble, and then that goes on. She's going to beat Alexa Bliss for the title at WrestleMania. I mean, the writing's on the wall.
Yes, it's
Okay.
there if they just follow suit. But there's WWE. They like to say,
But-
well, people are seeing this. Let's swerve them.
She keeps the belt, and they said that one of the options they could do is what they did with her in NXT. She gets injured, drops the Raw belt, boop, next time she shows up, she's on SmackDown, still undefeated. Then she wins the SmackDown Women's Championship, goes undefeated with that, and then wherever you go from there. But they're saying that Triple H said that he wants her to go undefeated on all three brands.
I hope he's right.
So if he keeps his hand in it and doesn't let them change it, then I think that, it will be a big thing. I don't think anybody else will be able to surpass it. Because she's already surpassed Goldberg's, and Undertaker's is only for WrestleMania, so I think, strictly undefeated, she would be the biggest one. I don't think anybody will be able to surpass it.
No, nobody's going to surpass it.
So,
But
she doesn't have to have as many days as Raw Women's Champion. She doesn't have to have 500 and something, because if they say she got hurt and she relinquishes the belt, doesn't have to be 500 and something days.
I don't know how long she holds the belt.
You're just saying undefeated, period.
Yes. I don't think that's a lot of shows.
It is a lot of shows.
And don't how Vince's mind works sometimes. That's the bad thing about it.
I don't know, but I think it'll continue.
And you do like this in the first match with Paige, and she gets pinned. You're like, okay.
And now she's hurt again. What the heck?
Don't know how bad she is, but she ain't been on shows last week. I'm gonna say no. I'll say I'll say that.
It will continue, or it won't?
No, I'll say it will end. Yes, I'll agree with them. I'll say it will end in the year 2018.
Boo.
It hurts me. I don't want it to, but I just figured how they like to do stuff.
Boo.
Hell, they'll probably let the woman who loses her first title every time she defends it beat her.
Yeah, probably so. Number 14.
A member of the New Day wins a singles title.
If it happens, it should be Big E.
If it happens.
If it happens, but it shouldn't be Xavier. But yeah, they put Xavier in this U.S. title tournament. Who's the New Day member that's in the Mixed Match Challenge? Do we know yet? Do we even know who the person is?
Don't think so.
Weird.
Well, it really matters.
Oh, it matters. Oh, it matters. They're all three very different. It matters.
Braun and Alexa are the win.
Whoever's with Asuka is gonna win.
Which is Asuka.
Goldust.
Oh yeah, they definitely gonna win.
Well, no, because Goldust keeps bugging her, trying to,
yeah.
be put with her or whatever.
Yeah.
We already know that they've all been decided because they've all been pre-taped.
Yes.
But we just don't know who Asuka's with yet.
Yeah, that's the weirdest one. Big tall Braun, little short.
Oh, I knew it was coming too. I knew it was coming. And Nia Jax acting like she's upset about it. I mean, come on. That would have been a good one though. Nia Jax and Braun Strowman. Now, if it was them two, I could see them winning the whole thing. But that's, that's the hard part about it because it's still a loss. If Asuka's team loses, it's a loss for her. Even if she does not get pinned.
They won't count that way.
Oh, but it is. But that's what it is. If, let's say she's with Goldust and Goldust gets pinned, she would lose her winning streak. That's the way it should be.
Do you want me to tell you how they'll read it, though?
They'll read it that he was the one pinned
No,
and
they'll
she's still
read
undefeated.
Undefeated singles career.
Right. Oh, yeah. I know.
But
That's
no,
stupid.
no New Day member will win a singles title this year.
Unless they split up. Number 15, Bayley will bounce back after her horrendous booking in 2017.
Well, they said earlier when we talked about
They're giving up hope.
that they're done with her. Then no, she won.
That's on part 1. So if you didn't watch part 1, go back to part 1.
She just slowly just run through there, jump to SmackDown.
See, that may be something that she needs. Maybe she needs fresh area to be in, a fresh faces to face.
Yeah.
Maybe she needs to go to SmackDown. Maybe that would
She
help
may
her.
when they do the shake.
Exactly. But anyway, that's it for part number 3, and we'll be back in a moment for part number 4. The list
That does on this. I'm Mike Hogan.
I'm just a Kata.
We'll see a few clicks right here, Top Row Reality. Episode 150.